Why do simple songs hit harder than complex ones? Why do wrong notes sometimes sound better? I tested this all on guitar, and one result changed how I heard music. Nothing complicated here, just a simple 3-4 chord progression. No, your brain isn't looking for exact notes, it's looking for an expectation that you need to meet. In the first set of chord progressions, you were feeling something, but in this demonstration, your expectation was met with a resolution. And this is what our brains are after when we listen to certain kinds of music. Have you ever wondered why some melodies stick in your mind longer than others? Here, let me show you what I mean. Take this classic song for example. We have heard that song many a time when we are younger. And now listen to this song which I have not practiced in a while. Our minds associate variation, tone, and certain melodies with rewards. So naturally, we are going to hold on to those experiences a bit longer, which is why interesting, darker, and more varied melody patterns stay in the mind longer than just a simple melody structure. Sometimes the wrong notes actually sound better than the right ones. Now, in that example, I started off with a boring and came back to this. But when I varied it and played the, immediately your ears perked up, and I also had my ears perking up. This is because our minds, our brains is always listening out for that extreme in pattern that we pick up at first. We are not satisfied with just, we want to hear the spectrum with which our ears can work with. And that last note caught our eye, caught our ear, and we want to hear more from that particular melody progression. So since our brains aren't necessarily listening out for the wrong notes, that means that whenever we hear something and we are still left with a bit of anxiety and dissatisfaction, it means that the song or the progression hasn't been resolved in our minds, which leads us to look at timing. Let's listen to a particular song. Now, for a seasoned musician, they would probably think that this song reminds them of a particular artist and song title, but you as a listener didn't recognize any particular pattern because the chords and the notes were jumbled. However, if I play it like this now, you would definitely recognize the song. And here's where timing is important. So timing is specific to particular songs and the progressions. Without it, it becomes very hard to identify a particular song from the next. So one question many of us, and maybe you do have, is this something you're born with or do you have to practice? Let's take a look at it quickly. So I'm going to show you how I struggle with a particular lick, and then I'm going to show you how I progressed with it. That was how I had to feel it out with time. But now, with practice, it sounds like this. Right? I'm still rusty because I haven't been practicing this practically often. But what's important is that if you keep doing the same thing over and over, your fingers and your ears and your mind become accustomed to the routine, which makes it less likely that you will be not able to play it anytime soon. So it all comes back down to awareness, intention, and the practice. So what can you take away from all of this? Music, it works based on a reward system, and it either delivers immediately what you're expecting or it delays it, which can greatly impact your experience of the whole music, or it makes you think of pursuing another genre. If the delivery isn't immediate, then your reward system is either going to be stunted or not going to be based on that particular genre of music, which is why some people prefer certain genres over the other because of how quickly the rewards meet those expectations that are had in the beginning. Now, in the next video, we are going to explore why emotional songs sound so good. I want to know why as well. And if you are interested in finding out why they sound so good, join me in the next video.